Hey guys, this is Bolt from the Blue Tarot. Welcome to Sam. Wait, reverse those. Um, have I got a reading for you? So today I'm just feeling like there's some mischievous energy in the air. When I was shuffling the storybook deck, this was the card on top once I got done shuffling. Harry drinks the Felix Felicis. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you know that means luck is afoot. Feeling some like fairy energy possibly. Um, this should be a fun reading. I've also been directed. You guys have probably seen a lot of tarot readers read a lot of different ways on YouTube. Maybe like a lot of different spreads and stuff. The system here is there is no system. It's more madness than method in that it's completely intuitive. So I grabbed the decks that I'm intuitively feeling like we should use. And then we see what comes out, but it allows some wild messages to come through. And I think this might be one of those. So I'm excited because today we have an unusual divination on the books. And these are pieces of paper that were tabs for tea bags. So there's the tea bag and then a piece of string, and it connects to this piece of paper, and you use the piece of paper to dunk the tea bag. And I have a lot of these. I have like dozens of these. I'm not sure how the tea company would feel about me getting into their stuff. So I just I won't mention any of that. I'll just say these are some nice new age feeling messages. But this is what we're going to draw from first. And I was hearing 3 of these. We'll see what comes out. All right. The brightness of your being is generated from within. Dig it. We're going to go again. Trust creates peace. What belongs to you shall come to you. Ooh. Okay. So right off the bat, what I think, because, I like to draw first just kind of like a framing energy for the reading, see what might be a theme for what's going on or a consideration to begin with. The brightness of your being is generated from within. Trust creates peace. What belongs to you shall come to you. So my feeling is someone's heart space, their intuition, this is the seat of the intuition. If we're all third eye, what we get is a whole lot of psychic garbage, everybody's stuff. If we're all lower, you don't want to be driven by that either, right? That's needs-based or like sex. Where the upper and the lower chakras meet is in the heart space, and that is the true judge of, truth in the psychic space, in the intuitive space. This is your lie detector. This is your truth detector, truly is what it is. So when you're not sure about something, when you're all in your head, move it down into your heart. And trust in what you're being guided towards. Because when we're all in the head, we can analyze stuff from a million different angles, and each one is equally valid. It's all academic. But when it goes down into the heart, there's a felt sense of, oh, now I know. And maybe don't worry so much or try to figure out so much where you're being led to, because what belongs to you shall come to you. Like this is like if you miss the train, there's a rain check. You know, they'll reimburse your ticket, or you can use it on another day for a different train. Either way, you're going to the same destination. Don't worry, okay? Yeah, someone is a little bit more stressed than they need to be, or a little bit in their head. Yeah, in your head. Okay. Tarot. No, we're going to skip tarot. We're going to go straight to, maybe this is the fairy energy I was feeling. So this is the Earth Wisdom Oracle. And I mean, yeah, just check out that magic. This is some Celtic magic in this deck. And a deep connection to the earth. Every card has something about a particular plant and something about a particular crystal. So yeah, we're going to see. Divine connection. Oh wow, I love that, you guys. This woman trusts her heart so much that she has waded out into this pond in the night. That is a true divine connection. The lotus is also very symbolic of like awakening, enlightenment, the connection to the divine that is irrevocable, unbreakable, eternal, being soul-driven. Oh, I thought we were going to do a spread, but it's just this one card. Northern lights up above. All right. Let's see what the book has to say. All right, guys. Attune to this divine connection. While we connect to your divine connection. What number is this? Number 8. I got this deck. This is my newest deck. And I've been excited to use it, and Spirit has been very obliging. So we have Water Lily opens the crown chakra, raises awareness, and encourages enlightenment. Oh, there you go. Selenite supports connection with the divine. There's selenite in here? It must be in the flower. Guys, this is selenite. Check that out. Very high vibrational crystal. Yeah, I dig it. One of my favorites. Don't get it wet though. She's holding it out of the water. Its hardness is very low, so it disintegrates very easily. Okay, instead of looking externally for guidance, which can be open to misinterpretation or put you at the mercy of someone else's agenda, focus on strengthening your own connection with the divine. Guys, trust creates peace. What belongs to you shall come to you. That is your best, most reliable North Star, the guiding source that you can always follow, even through the darkest night. Wow, this is some magic coming through in this reading. I look to my own North Star, and I'm guided by the truth of my spirit. I am complete in myself and confident in my connection with the divine. Yeah, guys, let me just throw this out here. Like, you have to start by trusting your intuition, even when you're like, I'm kind of shaky on my intuition. Because what it builds is trust, and it creates peace because it takes you out of your head. and into your heart. You have to... I'm complete in myself and confident in my connection with the divine. You have to be confident with your connection with the divine to go wading out into this pond in the night. You also have to be confident in your connection with the divine to know that if you draw 3 T-tabs from a container that has dozens of them inside, a coherent message will emerge, right? Because you're being intuitively guided. I asked how many before the reading? 3. We got the perfect number with the perfect message. And on their own, this is just a bunch of disconnected ideas and symbols. But through intuition, through the lens of the heart, like it's all coming together. It's all coming together. This is a really beautiful card. I really, really like it. It's very high vibrational. I feel like whoever you are, you just need to, like, selenite is so bright. Like it seems to shine on its own almost. My sense is like your soul is so radiant. Your connection to the divine is so strong that you just need like a dusting off to shine like a diamond. You know what I'm seeing is like, if you're new to the channel, I talk about Lord of the Rings like a weird amount. Not a weird amount, the perfect amount. But the phial of Galadriel, that little vial of liquid that shines so brightly with the magic of the Star of Elendil, like that is what I'm seeing. Like you hold that brightness within you. Wow. And it's just like you have to plug into source and it's just going to be radiant, like the lotus that she's holding there. Yeah, it's dark, but that's the thing with intuition. It's like it's not even fair. Everyone else would drown, but you have this radiant light that guides you. It's not even fair. I mean, it is fair. Other people can develop this, right? We all have this capacity. People think that, like, some people, yes, are especially spiritually gifted, right? But we all have these spiritual gifts, and they're just dormant, waiting to be developed. Wow. I have the very great pleasure on my channel to pretty regularly talk to like spiritual badasses, are most of my audience, it seems like. So I am really, really grateful for this. If that is you, stick around. Tarot? Yeah, okay. Some tarot. This is an Egyptian themed deck. It's called the First Occult Tarot. It's typically the one I'm using on the on-the-go tarot recordings. Ooh. 8 of coins. Oh, okay. Just the one card, and we're going to read from the book. Oh man, I've marked this up like a this is crazy. 8 of coins. Okay, so this is based on a French deck from the 18th century, and they're it's a simplified and early version of the tarot that has been adapted by a modern author who's adapted all of the art and drawn the meanings of the cards over time. But basically all the swords are pretty much bad, and all of the coins are pretty much great. So for the 8 of coins, it says, another wealthy young lady. Trismegistus says that she brings hopes of advantage that will most certainly materialize. Wealthy young lady. I'm just getting spiritually wealthy. Sorry if any of you have come to this reading for material wealth from your pentacles. These are spiritual coins, but they could lead you to material pentacles, is what I'm getting. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is spiritual wealth that can lead to physical wealth. Do tell. Okay. All right, this is a wacky reading. We're going back to this one. We're going back to some Earth Wisdom Oracle. One, boundaries. That's nice. Okay, guys. Let's see what is up with these boundaries. Yarrow is the plant, helps establish and defend healthy boundaries, strengthen the aura and sense of self, and heals energetic wounds. Ooh, okay. So I'm talking to someone who doesn't realize. Yeah. You might have dimmed your light pretty early here in this lifetime. That's usually due to unsupportive family members. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. Okay, and then amber is the crystal, and that's the orange glow I'm getting there. And that reinforces boundaries. Creating clear boundaries is necessary for maintaining good emotional, physical, and spiritual health. If your sense of identity is weak, or if you need to heal energetic wounds, establishing boundaries is vital. Defend your right to thrive like a warrior, serving the divine spark that resides within you. Ooh. Okay. So the message being there is this divine spark, right? And it's a nice one, you guys. Like selenite is maybe my favorite crystal. Like this is you are sparkly on the inside. But you may have dimmed your sparkle on the outside. Or, you know, when we're young, people dim it for us, and then we never realize that we keep ourselves that way so that we don't make them uncomfortable or outshine them, right? I have a right to autonomy and independence. No one controls me without my permission. I know who I am. What I'm getting from this is, what stood out to me is the energetic wounds. So you need to heal energetic wounds, is what it says here. Strengthening the aura will be important for you. Okay. I might be talking to an empath, whether you know that you are one or not. Yeah, this is not exhaustive, but if you often empaths just think they're introverts, so let me clarify. Do you feel not just empathetic, like you understand other people's emotions? Uh, uh, you consciously understand other people's emotions, or you can put yourself in their shoes. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about actually feeling their feelings. Like when they get upset, you bodily feel it. If you are this way, you don't realize that a lot of the thoughts you have are not your own. A lot of the feelings you have are not your own. And getting into spirituality is really, really helpful. Like it's super helpful for an empath, because you start to learn about energy. So as long as spirituality, whatever spirituality you choose, as long as it teaches you about energy, this will help you a lot. Your aura needs strengthening. And this is just like, if you're like, Sam, that is absolute moon talk. Bear with me, because I'm a big believer in the subconscious and the power of the subconscious. I think our subconscious beliefs are connected to the quantum field around us, which sounds a little bit crazy, but our subconscious beliefs are the deeply rooted ones, the ones that we took on at an early age, and they actually bound our reality in the same way that a language bounds your expression. And that's why if people don't believe in magic, it can't show up for them, right? If they doubt that it exists, they'll never get messages from the divine, from their T tabs, right? Like, there is energy all around you, right? And energetic boundaries are super important, especially for an empath. So even just imagining a bubble of light around you with some firm boundaries to it. There's some really good energetic exercises in a book called Psychic Witch by Matt Oren. And that title might sound intimidating to a lot of people, depending on how they identify in the spiritual, magical realms. But don't be intimidated by it. Like, the way he explains it is just like a witch is someone who is closer, like has spiritual gifts and manipulates energy. And the psychic part is like very, very important to this kind of energy manipulation. A lot of it is imaginal, but people think that because something is imaginary, it's not real. And that's splitting hairs. The imaginal is the canvas of God. It's like if you paint a beautiful aura around you that is, impenetrable to negativity, that is what you will have. But you have to firmly believe it on every level, right? And it's a practice. It's a practice of imagining this and reimagining it and reaffirming and strengthening. And yeah, there's some really great subliminal audio tracks on YouTube for the aura in particular. There's one from a creator I trust, and I'll try to remember to link that in the description box, because it is specific to the aura, and that came out through this card. But these energetic wounds, I would like to get you some advice on that. Where can we find that, Spirit? All right, yeah. We're going to go to my storybook deck. And this is just, like, speaking of magic and divination. If you're like, I can't connect with any of these woo-woo decks, there's nothing for me here, or like, I need more concrete advice, make your own deck. I highly encourage you to, even if it's 5 cards, right? Like, just start with that. And it doesn't have to be like, these are all parts of stories that I enjoy, but it doesn't have to be that. It can be like, you can just free associate, like whatever you have associations with. You can do like, you could have a deck that's just like fruits and colors and animals, and you'll be surprised when you ask it questions and pull cards. These themes will start to emerge, like a language will start to write itself between you and the universe. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Let's get you some advice about how to heal these energetic wounds, or best next steps. Some news you can use, please, Spirit, for this collective. Oh, interesting. Odysseus, strapped to the mast, beeswax in his crew's ears. So this is when, from the Odyssey, when they're sailing past the sirens. Okay, so boundaries. This is something that hasn't come out yet in the reading. There's something that you, this spiritually wealthy baddie, like you're giving your coins away to something. Like this card can be about a lot of things, but what I'm getting from this for you is there's a couple questions it asks. What in your life currently has you under a spell? That's what the sirens do, right? They entice you to destruction with their spell, their song. How can you take back your freedom? So Odysseus, he has to sail past the sirens. So what he does is he takes energetic protections against their magic, right? He straps himself to the mast, and then so that the crew can't hear the siren songs, he fills their ears with beeswax. So there's something that is this a person? Yeah, I think for a lot of you, it is a person. And this could be because you don't have great boundaries with them. You might not have established these boundaries with them. When you have this light, people are attracted to it, even if they don't know why. They sense it. Even if they're not, magical folk, almost especially if they're not. A lot of people subconsciously want to use this. they've dimmed their own light and they want to plug into yours. I don't know that that's necessarily the case, but there's someone who has too much access to your energy. Or what is this? More cards? Yeah, okay, we're going to get into it. We're going to find out. Spider-Man, living life as Peter Parker. This is kind of like a Two of Pentacles energy with the balance, like the juggling of the different things. Ooh. Okay. Okay, so I'm asking, when I go silent, I'm asking stuff. I want to know if this is like a partner or a family member, and what I'm getting is like, it's different for everyone. But my sense is there's someone, like you may be not very, but you may be openly on a spiritual journey, or you may be going about this in your, quietly. This is again different for everybody, but you are on a spiritual journey. You will be to heal this if you aren't already. Look, if you're on my channel, you're on a spiritual journey. But the spiritual journey is the journey of the hero. And the journey of the hero is largely about discovering who you are and finding out who can come with you on your quest and who cannot. Our society does not value spiritual pursuit. People won't realize how hard you're working to heal this spiritually and energetically. They can't understand how much it takes. And you can't really explain it to them, even and especially loved ones, because you have to have experienced it to understand. Like it's the deeper you go, the more you realize like, oh, it's like this perfectly orchestrated video game where like it sets you apart so that you have to focus on yourself. And there's a degree to which only other seekers will understand, and then only to a certain degree, because their journey is different. It's very personal. But you should do it anyway, right? For the highest good of all, for your highest good, and with love. And conserve your energy. All right, let's see what else. All right. Moana at the ocean. Interesting. So this goes back to the T-tabs. It's if you see Moana, the ocean chooses her, right? Like, and it's because of this brightness of her being that's generated from within. What belongs to you shall come to you. Like she's in some ways a chosen one, right? Like it has to be her that does this thing. This card comes out to encourage someone to heed the call to awakening sometimes. So you may be going through a spiritual awakening or a call to, like you're being called maybe to wade out into this lake. And you might be like, Sam, that's crazy. I can't do that. But you definitely can, and you for sure should. Like, this combination does not come out for just anyone. Let me say that. Like, Odysseus is one of the greatest heroes in the Western canon. Spider-Man, that's my favorite superhero. He does it all. And he's funny. I think you are as well. And Moana saves her people. She's chosen to save her people. I'm getting a lot of like family energy here, like family tree, family history, passed over loved ones. You may be able to do this where they have not had the resources or the strength to do it, or truly the soul gifts, like the spiritual gifts. Actually, for someone like these run in your family and they just haven't been, like people have made the choice whether this lotus lights up, right? And for one reason or another, yours is the first that's starting to like flicker and light up in a long, long time. Yeah, you're this torchbearer. I'm just getting like full body chills. Heed the call. Shine your light. And if you feel like it's selfish, remember that you choosing to do this, like, torchbearer is a good analogy because you can light other people's torches. And it doesn't even have to be like you're not burning out your own to do it. It's just like you inspire, uplift, and empower others to do what you have chosen to do just by making the choice. I mean, it takes a lot of bravery, don't get me wrong. But look, we're heading towards a lot more people awakening. And every torch that gets lit at this stage will light dozens, hundreds, thousands, right? Like, your awakening is not just about you. It's about a better earth. It's about a better life for all of humanity. No pressure, no pressure. But, I think sometimes it's easier to do something difficult to help others at the beginning, anyway. So that's why I mention it. This is a little bit odd, but no, it's not. Like, water is super important. The cups in the tarot is one of the 4 instruments of the magician, one of the 4 tools, and truly it represents water, the emotions, the deep mind, the subconscious. But in your case, this is literal. Moana has come out, and this woman wading into the water. There's even a stream going behind the boundaries here. your connection to water is very strong, and it will help you during this awakening process. Spiritual baths are a big thing. Yeah. For anyone undergoing this kind of awakening, but especially someone who's trying to set up energetic boundaries, spiritual baths can be very, 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 very useful. Okay, yeah. Being called to mention it. So, salt. Natural sea salt is good. Epsom salt in a pinch. But a good salty bath, like salt absorbs a lot of that negative energy that's in your field. It's very cleansing. It's very grounding. It connects you to, it's adding this earth element to your water element bath. It's very grounding of a lot of like extraneous energies, a lot that you just want to wash down the drain. Also vinegar in the water. So look up a ratio for a spiritual, like a deep cleansing spiritual bath will include vinegar and salt. But I say look up the recipe because too much vinegar is going to, like, it's very acidic. So yeah, look into that. I'm not specifically recommending any ratios or anything like that. Do your research, but when we've been an empath for a long time and maybe haven't known to practice spiritual hygiene, just we haven't been taught, right? It's not your fault. It's not like you're dirty. I'm not saying that, but there's a lot of stuff that has like plugged into us over time, and a lot of this early journey will be this cleansing. You'll find that the spiritual journey is a washing away of all that you are not, primarily, especially early on, as we reduce these energetic ties to things that don't serve us and actually just drain us, as we set up energetic boundaries. I wish I could tell you guys more specifically if there's like a specific person that you need to set up boundaries around, but whoever I'm talking to, you are intuitive. So take like a T-tab leap of faith on yourself here and just intuitively think, like, feel into the energy and just know in your body who this is. It's at least one person. And you know, even if you don't want to, even if this is someone you love, you will intuitively know who would prefer that you don't shine this light. Or maybe long ago plugged into it. Yeah. I don't know why this is weird, but I'm just seeing this imagery of someone in like an RV outside of your home, and they've plugged in their RV to your electricity, and your lights are like dim and like flickering because they're sapping so much of the energy. So it's a matter of like cord cutting, in unplugging that cord, throwing it out the door, but then it's really about closing the door and locking it. Guys, this reading could be like an hour and a half long, because I want to give you like all the advice for the beginning of a spiritual journey and all the other stuff. But bits and pieces come out in different readings. So what I will say is, if you're new to the channel, watch some more videos, like look through the library of videos so far and see what your intuition is strong. See what shimmers for you, because you might pick up other pieces of advice from those videos. Just for the sake of a wider audience, I'm gonna probably leave it at this. Yeah. Okay, so message delivered. Know that you got what you needed from this. And this is just the beginning. It's the beginning. And as soon as you look into all of this stuff, you'll know exactly what to do. It's no one thing. It's a lot of different things that will help you out. Because you have this spiritual wealth that your ancestors have chosen you for. That's the Moana thing. Like, all of the people on these coins, they are her ancestors. And when spiritually gifted people don't realize their gifts, it's like this, you know, when Harry Potter opens up his vault at Gringotts and it's just filled to the ceiling with gold coins, like that is what is in your vault, and your ancestors want to pour it down into you and through you. You can realize this for them when they were not able to. Like, you're going to change the path of your lineage, is what I'm getting. Wow, that's so special. Yeah, I'm really honored to deliver this message. I don't need to wish you luck, right? What we were saying with the trains, if you miss one, another one is going to come. You are so deeply supported. The card on top before we shuffled this again was Harry drinks the Felix Felicis. There's an energy of magic. You have got this, and your ancestors have your back. You will be guided. Just walk forward. Make this choice, and the universe will choose you back. All right. Love you. Keep tuning into the readings. I feel like there will be more for you yet. Yeah, most definitely. All right. See you guys in the next one.